Hello, guys, and welcome to the semi-final betting tips. We're here with Jono. How are you,
We're
Jono?
live.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. We're doing this on a Thursday night, which we never ever do, but we're like, fuck it. It's late Thursday night. It's like 11 o'clock. But it's like, what's the point of posting the tips and then doing a video for one game? So we're going to try and do it Thursday, see how we go next week. But please cut us some slack. We're smashing this out on a work night. We're staying up past our bedtimes to do this. So
And
we're
if
just
there's any late out news tomorrow, we apologise.
yes. So we've done the best we can on a Thursday night, but fuck, we love footy so much. So keen to get into it. We'll quickly do the recap. You can see we are at 4,500, which was great, but unfortunately, down below, we only won one game. Thankfully, it was the Brisbane game with the bonus bet. But the other thing is, Nick Dacos missed by one freaking posse. He looked a little gassed at the end. He could have got a 1-2. The little champ had a good game.
He didn't need to do it. He was like,
No,
"No, I'm done."
yeah,
He bet the under. So yeah.
yeah, no, but again, it's the reason why we all watch these games. He could probably hit going forward, but
And also that first quarter, I'm like, done, bank it, done. And then they obviously Adelaide had to change their game style to stop him.
yeah. So Nick Dacos just missed. Oh, actually, we'll chat through it all. We'll go through. So
Josh as well, I think.
I can't remember if Josh missed, but I know he missed the last three because
I think I thought Josh was one off as well. Anyway,
potentially. Well, speaking of other players being one off, I know from the top of my head, Jordan Dawson was one off. And again, this is a great time to say about finals footy. Like, there is no time to fuck around, no time for cheapies. Nick Dacos isn't running around getting handball receives, doing what he wants. He is getting the hard footy.
Ball.
Yeah, so there's no fucking around. And you can see there, the 3 of the 5 misses were defenders. So even though they've been... Yeah.
Okay, I'll cut you off.
No. It's by the way, there's a bit of latency just from where we're on the phone. But a lot of the defenders, like Connor Iden, Sam Taylor, who's had one miss for the year, they just don't have the luxury to do it. And I don't want to say it's all defenders because, Worrell had a good game. But it's just be mindful that you're getting good odds, but this is hard footy. There's no fuck around.
On the backman, like sometimes you get it back. Like Connor Iden might get a couple of finals. Those sideways kicks, they just don't fucking happen. That's the teams are not giving you that fucking free kick in the back half, in the back pocket. They just will be on you like a dog. So,
and I thought it might still be the case with some teams like GWS, even though they started fucking... what a good game of footy, though. Like, throw Josh Kelly in the mid. Like, despite the bets, like, just getting by, only 1 of 4, but we still go positive. Great games of footy. Awesome game of footy.
Very, very good games of footy. Even though just on the Dawson though, like every time he got the ball, he just looked like he was under the fucking pump, and like it was always kick under pressure, and even if he managed to get it, so yeah,
even like your stars, they're gonna get attention. Like you guys saw, Hugh McCluggage got clamped, and John and I were speaking about it. Cam Rayner got clamped, and I thought that was actually a good move by Chris Scott. You clamp the spark player. There's not going to be a spark later on in the game, so. Anyway, we'll chat through the games of footy. Jono and I literally chat footy all day, every day. But as it's 11 o'clock, we'll try and keep it to like an hour or so. But we just spoke about Nick Dacos just falling a little bit short at the end. Otherwise, everyone else was great. Rory Laird got thrown into the mid for the first time since 2-3 years or something. So when Adelaide needed something because Sam Berry, Peatling weren't doing it. Get a guy who's done it before in there. So keep that in mind. If he is he'll get 20 in the back line. Worst case scenario, he might get thrown on ball again. We don't know. So
yeah, B grade, like with to Peatling and Berry, B grade are all fun and good, but when it comes to the big boy time in finals, it's time to Roy Laird. I know he's a bit older, but as soon as he went in there, it was like, they actually stabilized that midfield a bit. Berrien just wasn't getting the job done, and Peatling, they just weren't getting the job done.
Yeah. So we just keep that in mind. Finals footy is hard. I'm just going to keep saying it. But what we've learned is a lot of the defenders, some defenders are missing, and I kind of want it to be either big game players or attacking defenders, mids. I don't know, someone who's not going to do a lockdown role is what we just want to avoid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Braden Maynard, though. So, like, again, so speaking of defenders, Maynard and Worrell, we have two examples there of defenders who hit, and they looked more than comfortable. Maynard looked, one of the better players there. Josh Worrell, too, in the miss, in Adelaide's miss, looked fantastic back there. Crisps and Pendlebury did what they needed to do, and Collingwood get the week off as a result. So kudos. You would have loved that one, John.
Yeah, it was a very good game to watch. Emotionally charged Pies, and they got the job done.
Yeah, nice. No, we'll fly through. Again, we used to chat about everyone, but we'll try and keep it to the misses. But the Thursday night game missed, so that means we get the bonus bet. We put it into the Friday. So, again, that's like literally we're 1 of 4, and we walk away positive for the weekend. And if you didn't get the bonus bet, you're only down $20. So that's all a part of that, which is fantastic. And this one, Tom Atkins, Berry, Myers, Dunkley, Zorko, Ashcroft. It's actually kind of a long leg. I don't often do 6, but a lot of these players were 90% hit rate or more, 1 or 2 misses under their belt, and they're all very, very consistent players. No one with like a crazy high ceiling or a low floor, just doing everything week in, week out, no surprises.
Yep.
So we can like almost move on from that one. That was great. Dunkley and Zorko have always had big games against Geelong. Ashcroft, little pat on the back because I knew McCluggage was going to cop the hard tag, which he did. Berry on the wing hasn't missed 16 all year, and Tom Atkins, he's getting the most CBAs for Geelong. I think he was tied with Bailey Smith. He might be slightly above now, but tackling beast. Game 3. So John and I were on the phone for like pretty much this whole game. And even though Sam Taylor did have a lockdown, he had only missed once this year. I think he's missed maybe 3 times in the last 2 years. 10 posies for a key defender. Like, a key defender is someone you don't necessarily want to bet on, but for 10 posies, that's very achievable. But again, it's just that finals intensity. And Connor Iden, who is not the main distributor, it's Lockie Ash, it's Lockie Whitfield. He did suffer then because he's having to play more defense. So,
and Iden's been our guy like all year. So that was like, I think it's like you said, it's might be a stay away for some of these defenders. I think so,
some of the ones who aren't ball dominant. Like, don't get me wrong, I still love you'll see in the bets coming up, like a Dane Zorko or a Josh Battle. These guys who are very consistent, take kickouts, have opportunities, but Connor Iden doesn't take kickouts, so he relies on a lot of switching.
I think, this is just me guessing, but I assume that's more like it's fine if you're known to be a shutdown defender, if you get 4 kicked on you a final, then if a player kicks 4 goals in a final, his team's probably going to win the game. So don't be that you can't be that guy that gives up those 4 goals. You just if you play defense, you're more like don't worry about the attack as much. I guess in finals is probably the mantra. I guess for shutdown defenders.
Yeah. So. No, that is a great point. And it's funny then, the other ones I was kind of iffy about, like O'Halloran. Again, I was looking at his stats. He hadn't missed since his sub games. Yeah, he looked all right.
Yeah, and he kicked that banger too. Like, he can't kick a ball for shit, like to hit a target, but that was a nice fucking goal. So.
Yeah, and it was just looking at his current form, how he was playing a lot of midfield minutes, and John and I.
This is the call of the year by it was almost, we said it was. I assume all of the people at home that the people in the comments would have picked this up as well, but like it was me and you. I think we said at the exact same moment. Caniglio out Josh Kelly into the midfield, and the game just fucking turned.
Well, because when Darcy Jones got injured, and Kelly's been playing wing for like the last 2-3 months or so, and you and I could both see like Cogs is he's not getting it done. Josh Kelly goes in fresh legs in the midfield. He was clean, because a lot of GWS's problem, they're missing handballs on the run. They're not getting that 1-2 kick into the forward 50, but then Josh Kelly's hitting the handballs. He got like 18 posies in half a game of footy. So
kicked those 2 bangers, one left, one right. It was just fucking but like you said, the safe move by Kingsley there was, leave Kingsley where he is and just replace the wingman, put the wingman on the wing. But he like, even me and you were like, nah, Cogs is just stinking it up there. They need pace in there. They're slow. and they made and it turned the whole fucking game.
And
It was
it's
incredible.
when you see like Kelly, Green, and Callahan go in the mid, you're like, shit. When you see Cogs in there, it doesn't have the same presence.
It's just yeah, and Kelly, like I know he's not fit, but he gave it a good fucking crack, so that was really good to see.
Anyway, but again, this is the thing, like the bet hit, missed by 2 legs, but fuck, we had treated to some good games of footy. What seemed really one-sided, GWS came home so strong. As soon as Ginnivan did like the phone call celebration, GWS kicked like 7 or something, just, good game.
And fair play to the Hawks, they came back, like I thought they were going to get steamrolled.
Yeah, and I guess it shows, if you want to play finals, you can't just give up a lead like that and just fucking roll over. They still fought, won by a couple of goals in the end, I think. So, yeah, it's good time of year.
Good for
Battle hits, Impy hits. Oh, Impy has been amazing this second half of the year. Literally, I think Jono said months ago, ever since he had the kid, he is just getting 20 posies. So,
yeah,
looking great there. Why is this one so small? Last one of the final series.
Probably game of the round too.
Oh yeah, this one, freaking awesome game. Again, Jono and I were on the phone for like pretty much the whole game. Noble, Clark just hit, but I do like the attacking defenders because they're going to take kickouts. They're going to have opportunities to slingshot the footy.
This was fast paced too. This game, it was just fucking go.
Took Miller could have hit, but he started the game with like 1 or 2 posies in the first quarter, so it's hard coming back from that, especially in finals footy. Like, he's not getting freebies. And Dan Rioli, so Jono and I, we've noticed Will Powell at the start of the year was the one who definitely took a backward step in disposals because he's playing more of a defensive role. Dan Rioli and John Noble, also Joel Jeffrey are getting a lot of the footy. But this game, Dan Rioli was on Shai Bolton, and he was the one playing the lockdown role, and Will Powell was the one who was able to go for runs. So it's.
I think that could be also. I think it could be due to the Rioli like broken leg and all that stuff, but also if you, like I think we said this before we started this video. Like I think David King quote is, "Don't get beaten by what you know." And Shai Bolton touched them up early, and Hardwick knows Bolton really well. Rioli knows Bolton really well. It's got quite an easy one. Like it's an easy matchup to almost do. Like just back in your premiership, your guy that that has won he's played in 3 premierships for you. Back him in to do a job on one of your guys, on a guy that you know really well.
Yeah. No, I think that's a good call, and that probably gives us an answer. Maybe not to freak out about Rioli yet, because Rioli has been super consistent all year. That's only his 2nd miss for the year. He's had 1 miss against his former club in Richmond, this being his 2nd miss. Also, his time on ground did go back to what it usually is, over the 80% mark. So he first came back with a broken leg, 72% game time, back to 85%. So I can't imagine him having the Charlie Cameron role next week. I assume that could be like a Will Powell thing.
I think Will Powell's done a good job of putting. Like I feel like Will Powell prides himself on that matchup every time. It's like the Maynard on the Toby Green role when we're like each time kind of thing. So
So as again, and the stats back it up. Will Powell, he had the lowest posies sort of the halfback crew. His posies went up when Dan Rioli left. He's doing well at the moment, but there's a bit of umming and ahhing there. So I still like John Noble, but you can see their positions a bit up in the air. Anyway, that's the recap. That's the 4 games. We can go straight into the bets if you like.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, nice. So here we go. We've got game 2 on the screen. Whoops, let me get rid of that. Let me go to game 1. So we have Josh Battle, Massimo D'Ambrosio, Josh Ward, Rory Laird, Carl Amon. And again, I'm going to pull back the curtain. I did this in last video, and it's kind of interesting to see. Because this is finals, look at all the options and all the potential players you can get. It is littered with good picks, which almost makes it a lot harder to narrow it down, because you can easily be tempted and have like an 8-leg multi because it's presenting so much value, but it's finals footy. It's tough. I'm going to keep saying it. So it's hard to narrow it down. So these are the picks we've narrowed it down to. I've also included the yearly hit rate, which I think is cool to see because, we're at the end of the year, so it kind of matters. But yeah, do you want me to quickly chat through any of these, or you want to speak to?
No, I think you notice there, guys, like all attacking bar Josh Battle.
And Josh Battle gets the kick-outs as well. He might only be like, not all of them, because they share it between Amon, Sicily, Battle. But Battle gets like 3 or 4. And for a 14 posi bracket, I think that's enough. So
and also like, Josh Battle, like he's 10 out of 10. Like even
2 misses for the year, all Australian.
If you're gonna, if you're gonna argue, oh no, but the 3 tools of Adelaide. Well, last week he played against Hadman and Hogan, and it didn't bother him. So
he got 15 and 22 posies against Adelaide this year. So we've looked into it and given it some thought. And again, that's the rationale for that. So, actually, Josh Battle has had 3 misses. Sorry, that's actually wrong. So he is 21 out of 24. I was just having a look. So 92%.
Oh, well, fucking Bernie, get him out of the bet. No,
no. So yeah, he had 3 games of 13 posies. And again, so his misses, right? He's had 3 misses and there've been 13 posies. He's missing by 1 posi every time. So he's always close, which is great to see. So he's actually 88%. Sorry, let me just fix that one. 88%. Anyways, that's the Josh Battle case. Massimo D'Ambrosio, I really like. He's 9 out of 10, averaging 4 more than what we want. He's on the wing. We're getting a 15 posi bracket instead of 16, which is where we've had to get him before. But he has had 19 and a 25 posi game against Adelaide in the past. He's going to be on Cumming or I'm not sure who plays on the other side of the wing for Adelaide. I'm having a quick look now. Sorry to throw it off. Lineups.
Oh, Adelaide on the wing.
Curtin.
He doesn't. Oh, Curtin's. Oh, of course, Curtin.
Yeah. So I like Ambrosio on the wing. Sorry?
Yeah, Ambrosio for 15. Like, Dan Houston managed to get fucking, 16 last week? I think Ambrosio is going to get fucking 15. So, yeah. It'll be fine.
Although his percentage is 80%, he's 19 out of 24 for the year. I still think that's really good. And 9 out of 10, he's got good recent form. I like Ambrosio. And just kind of what helps, we've got Josh Battle, we've got Rory Laird, we've got Carl Amon, we've got attacking defenders. There's a lot of other good attacking defender options, and what Massimo D'Ambrosio presents is a winger, someone who's outside of that role, just to include in the bet, so we're not all going just pure backman. So I really like that. And Josh Ward also being a similar boat. We're having someone in the midfield there, someone who just after last week, I'm not that bullish on Adelaide's mid, especially Berry or Peatling, but Josh Ward has had 2 misses for the whole year. He's going at 91%. And if I just say what he got in those 2 misses, Josh Ward's 2 misses have been 15 and 14 posies. Again, so close.
And I think he's the one that offers, like, you've got Newcombe at Warple, to me, a very like for like. Well, Newcombe being the better of the 2 of them. And then you got Connor Nash, the big, slow, kind of take the number 1, like take the
he could be on
number
Dawson.
1 contestant. Yeah, exactly. So to me, Josh Ward's now with Will Day out. Josh Ward's kind of having to fill in. Now, it's not the quality of Will Day, but he's having to fill in that role of the guy that had something different to that midfield. So I think he's
And I just think he goes by really unnoticed because, all the attention's been on Jai Newcombe at the moment with his poor form, but now amazing form. So, I like Josh Ward there. So 2 misses for the year, 1 by 1 posi, 1 by 2 posies. Very close. Rory Laird, so we've spoken about...
This is my favorite bet of the week, I think.
Yeah, and again, we probably all saw that game against Collingwood. Rory Laird gets 20 posies just like week in, week out. He's had 2 misses, and what happened in worst case scenario when Adelaide needed a change? He goes on ball where he hasn't gone there in like 2 years, so... What worst case scenario? Rory Laird's going in the midfield. Oh no, that sucks for us. No, that's great.
And I think now we've got the teams out right now. So me and James just had a look. We think it's Berry or Brodie Smith that's going to start sub. Now, I kind of think it's going to be Berry, and I think that they'll go Brodie Smith's going into the back line. Laird, I reckon they're going to roll the dice, and Laird's going to start on ball.
Reason we got that, Brodie Smith actually played all right just in his last quarter or so he came in, and Berry has kind of been, I wouldn't say a whipping boy, but I think we've just all expected a little bit more, and he had his first 3 or 4 games to start his year this year as sub, and he just hasn't quite filled the Matt Crouch void, and like you can't...
And
you go.
Oh, I was just gonna say like the you've got Dawson in there, and who's like Dawson's not like he's getting the fucking ball and he's going to get it forward, right? But he's not an amazing like lace out kick, right? Barry's certainly not a lace out kick. Laird can hit a target though. We know Laird can hit a target. It's just like I think if Barry's going to be in there, and if he can't hit targets, 12 touches doesn't do it for you. It
No,
just doesn't. So
no, and
yeah.
it just while we're talking on Berry, I'm just going to quickly scroll down to speak about him.
Oh yeah,
He's
he's highlighted.
he's
Yeah.
highlighted, don't get me wrong, because a midfielder who's having like 50-60% CBAs, my God, you should be hoping they get 12 posies. Like, that is so crazy. So, Barry, yeah.
Oh, sorry, I keep on. You go on.
No, it's again, we've got a little bit of delay, but he's had 50, 70, 50% CBAs. His time on ground isn't great, around 60 to 70%. So, but after we saw last week, if Adelaide need a change, like he's one of the first things to go. He's getting 12 posies against like Collingwood's mid. Like,
Yeah, and that's what I mean. If you're in the fucking engine room in a
yeah,
like and he's like 60, we're not saying he's just 30% pinch hitting here. He's getting 60, 50 to 60 here.
yep.
12 touches is just like that's the not like 15's that's expected without a doubt,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
Like
100%. He's behind. It goes Dawson, Saligo, Berry. How
yeah.
are you like just so? Look, that's the only concern, and the reason we've highlighted because it's 12 posies. Like again, 12 posies for your third in line midfielder.
That's why I'd encourage people tomorrow night to like honestly, like if you're not too worried about the values fluctuating too much, if he's sitting there, if he's starting the game, fucking, I don't care
Yeah,
if he's playing back pocket. It's 12 touches. Fuck.
yeah.
Just
So
yeah.
that's probably the thing. So we're kind of worried he could cop a sub, especially. I keep guessing. Let me just tell you the exact. Let me tell you the exact stats. So Sam Berry.
I think he starts up.
I think he could. This year, he started his first 4 games as at the sub. So read into that what
I
you
think
like.
I think Matthew Nicks, no matter what's not like he's had a good season. They finished top, right? Um, if he rolls out the same midfield as last week and they get beaten in the mid, they lost the game in the midfield against Collingwood. If they lose the game this week because of the midfield and he chooses to go back to Sam Berry, I think then that's like nothing. Like obviously, Matty Nix is going to keep his job and all that, but I feel like the blame will go to Matty Nix for not changing it up there.
Yeah, and
So
you're probably going to change Sam Berry before a Peatling because Peatling, you recruit, you don't want to sort of,
oh, and he's there for he's like he's going to give you 30%, and he also can impact you forward. Barry's like I can't imagine Barry's not a forward like he can't do anything. He's not going to be able to do that. But I think the obvious move is Laird in, Brody Smith to the back line kind of thing. Rochelle in an ideal world would have been fit and he'd still be chipping in 30%, just kind of filling the rank and void. But I think we all can agree that I would expect Rochelle to play the full game, but only as a forward pocket and solely in the forward line.
yeah, this is finals. I don't think you can come in as a sub or fuck around. You've got to play the whole
He's not
game.
ready, and he's not ready to chip in midfield. I don't think that's the one thing. If he's going to play, he can't chip in midfield yet. He's not going to be fit enough.
Yeah. And last one just for the bet slip. Carl Amon, 20 posies.
Love it.
You guys might remember the first third of the year, like the first couple of months, like 10 rounds. We were very bullish. Well, I was very bullish on Carl Amon. I knew he was taking a lot of the kickouts. He is like a meters gained king. Slowed down a little bit in the middle of the year, but look, 9 out of 10. He's averaging 5 more than what you want in a final. Like they are wanting him to take the kickouts. Even look, here we go. So in their last game, Carl Amon took 4 of the kickouts, the most. He took 5 kickouts against Brisbane, the most. So Carl Amon, I really like it. You go.
I was just going to say, like Carl Amon to me, he almost like it's to the benefit of the betting on him as well. Like Impey, the one lately has been the one that's carving teams up. He's the guy that like he's the one really impacting the game. And to Carl Amon's benefit, he's kind of like he's high possession, but goes under the radar a bit. So I think like if the keys kind of offensive kind of move happen, the defensive tag by keys happens, I think it'll go to Impey and it should allow Amon to roam around a bit more.
Yeah, no, he's hoping, because Jarman Impey has been on fire, and I was very tempted to include him too. 10 posies. I'm not going to bet on. I'm just highlighting for the form. Taylor Walker, 81% for the year. His misses have been 8, 9, 9, and 9 posies. He's always very close. Old boy. He got 18 posies in the Collingwood game, so I think he can step up. Riley O'Brien, again, just a serviceable ruckman doing his thing. Just missed by 1 posie.
I thought Riley played pretty well last week. So yeah.
Yeah, again, option, but we are littered with options here, so we'll just keep going through. 12 posie bracket. Connor McDonald had, really good game. Everyone probably saw his dad carrying on in the change rooms. He was great. Mitch Hinge was tax subbed. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, I get it because Smith
it was like for like, right?
Yeah, it's like for like, so I get it. And this is someone I don't think he could get subbed off again.
They dropped a defender for a forward.
Exactly, so. They dropped Hugh Bond, so I think Mitch Hinge is very high chance to play the whole game. And if you take that 7 out, almost 10 out of 10, I really like him. Isaac Cumming playing on the wing, I would rather go D'Ambrosio. Mark Keane, someone I really wanted to include. I really, really wanted to. Mark Keane, key defender, I don't like. I got burnt by Sam Taylor. The difference between Mark Keane and Sam Taylor, Mark Keane takes the most kickouts for Adelaide. He takes more than Josh Worrell. Rory Laird doesn't take any. Mitch Hinge takes a couple. Mark Keane takes the most kickouts for Adelaide. And against the Collingwood game, he took 8 kickouts. He's almost getting his posie bracket just in kickouts alone. So there's that.
Yeah. Honestly, I think you're going to add another leg. It's Mark Keane. So
yeah, really like that. For 12 posies, for someone who's taken a bunch of kickouts, he's 1 miss in his last 10. There's been 11 posies. He's 80% for the year, but yeah, he's back half.
I think the only reason, probably the only thing that's scaring us off is the whole defense with we saw how he defend. He's technically he's there to defend first, right, at the end of the day, and that kind of scares us a little bit.
So he could play full lockdown on Chol, keep him, to 3 touches or something. But like I said, I think it's the kick out.
That's a great game from Chol, mate. 3 goals, 3 touches. That's it.
Yeah, literally. That goal he kicked when Sam Taylor kicked it back in, that was actually pretty good. Anyway, Mark Keane, I think, gets saved by his kick-out, so I really like that. He's averaging 4.5 more posies.
Yeah, 12 I like him really well. I like him a lot.
Yep, it was really tough. 14 posie bracket, Josh Battle, 10 out of 10, averaging 4.7 more, All-Australian. Sorry, let me update that. He's 87%, because I fucked that up. He's 21 out of 24. And his 3 misses have all been 13. He got 15 and 22 against Adelaide. Sorry, I should skip this. I think we'll skip the players we've already talked about at the start. Wayne Miller.
Miller looked okay. Didn't really attack enough for my liking last week.
And I think that's just what gets me to a Rory Laird or a Carl Amon. These players that you just know are, they just do it all the time. A-graders of A-graders of their role. I'm not saying they're the best in the league, but I would rather a Rory Laird sort of halfback than a Wayne Miller for posies for a finals.
And also, I think just the X factor, the extra element to Rory Laird of the floor to Rory Laird. He's playing the whole game in the back flank. Wow! But the upside is that he's playing the whole game in the midfield here.
Yeah, that could be very interesting. With next one, Ben Keys. He has had 4 misses for the year. He's
probably his worst game of the year too, last week.
I don't know if he kicked. Did he kick a goal last week?
No, he hasn't kicked a goal against Collingwood.
That was the thing. Ben Keys has had stinkers where he goes sub 10 posies, but coming off a bad game, I do like someone to bounce back. So I've highlighted 9 out of 10. I like Ben Keys. I've just had a rough patch with him at times.
Yeah, I don't want to bet him, but I think he gets a bit of help here with Richelli factor coming back now.
That's a good point.
He's not getting the number 1 small defender here. So yeah, I feel like it frees him up a bit to do his more Ben Keys at his best. He's laying tackles. He's doing all the small things right. And then he's reaping the benefit of that. He's getting a cup. He's winning the ball back in the forward half. All that shit. Richelli not being there, it takes a bit of pressure on him to actually be the guy to crumb the ball and kick the goal. He can go back to just being the little fucking dog in the forward line kind of thing. So.
Yes, no, very true. No one else there I really liked. I mean, there's a couple there that you could justify, but I mean, again, when we've got better options, I like Mitch Hinge. Don't think he'll get subbed again, so we spoke about him. Moving on to the 15 and maybe 16. It doesn't quite show. We'll speak about the 15. Ambrosia we talked about. Peatling, absolute stinker, but he can have games where he goes, 26 posies, 10, 19, little bit of a yo-yo at times. He's just had a 9 posie game.
Bit of pressure on him this week, like to justify if he has another stinker here. They're like, it kind of like stamped like the word all summer will be, oh, that was a bad recruit kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like Nick needs to like kind of show everyone that they made the right call here.
Yep.
So
needs to have a good game. Yeah. Can't just go to water like that in finals. 9 posies.
No.
Battle, spoken about, Miller, Keys, same candidates. So let's move on to the 16 posie bracket. A lot to pick from. Obviously, don't include them all. But Connor Nash, if he was worth a little bit more. Same with Sicily, I really like. So Connor Nash, out of his 3 misses, 1 was against Adelaide. It was 10 posies. The other one was 17. So I think Connor Nash, is every chance, even though he missed 1 time against him. Sicily, ever since coming back from that hip injury or whatever he missed for, has just been on fire. General back there. Worrell, spoken about.
Ginnivan looks fucking really good.
Oh, another one I really wanted to include. I really like Ginnivan. Really like him. So I could have easily maybe swapped Carl Amon out for Ginnivan. So Ginnivan just looks good. He got 17 in a final. Like again, so if I'm thinking of a final, I do like the attacking halfbackers because I think they are saved from needing to distribute and get kickouts. Ginnivan as a small, high half forward coming up the ground. He's looking great. Getting a lot of the footy. We'll get a lot of media attention as well, as you probably saw him cop it at the airport today or yesterday, whenever that was.
I think like the only reason like I do think he deserves the highlight. I'm scared off of him just because of previous years' fight. Like I would be concerned that this is the one where he spits out the 4-touch game, and you're like, oh fuck, just happened to be this.
Yeah, if he was playing more deep, so like forward pocket, I could see that. But with him playing up the ground more at Hawthorn, I see his worst game being like 14 or 15 touches at the moment.
Yeah, I definitely think he's definitely changed the game. I'm glad if he hadn't changed his style to this type of player, I think he's already out of the league. Like I don't think he was good enough as a stay home without the free kick drawing kind of stuff that he built his career on early. Now he's actually turned himself into a proper asset.
Jack Ginnivan's last 2-3 months have been amazing. But if I was to pick one, Josh Ward, I know he's 8 out of 10 compared to Ginnivan's 10 out of 10, but Josh Ward is 91% for the year. He's had 2 misses, and I think I said at the start they were like 15 and 14 posies, very, very close. So that's what gets me over the line with Ward. Dylan Moore didn't getting a lot of it as well. Same with like Ginnivan and I think there's not Watson, Connor McDonald. Yeah. So a lot of them will get low teens, high teens, posies. He's one of them. Probably, arguably, you could say the best out of them all. So I think he's a great chance. He's had 6 misses for the year, but half of them, so 3 of those misses, were all by 1 posie. So if the ball bounced a certain way, he could have only had 3 misses for the year.
Yeah.
Ambrosio Peatling spoken about. Let's go to the 18-20. So it's 11:30 on a school night for us, so on a work night. So we'll try and smash through this. Jake Saligo, every chance. It's 18 posies.
Worth a highlight, just wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I feel like there's better options there.
I need to see something more. I think at this Adelaide midfield, this is the writing on the wall game for you guys. If you can't do, I think we said before, if they get beaten in that midfield again so badly, I'm not sure where they go. Like they need to go recruit a fucking gun midfield. Well, maybe it's just Rankin needs to come back. I don't know.
Yeah. I forgot to speak about Worrell. I really like Worrell. He's probably been my favourite player to bet on all year. Probably just trumped Iden. He's 90%. He's had 3 misses for the year. All 3 misses have been 15 posies. God, I really wanted to include him. I was just slightly worried after a 26 posie game, one of his better games. Does he have to look after Jack Gunston or...
I think he stays at. I think it's a stay-at-home shutdown because I think he's just like, don't let Jack Gunston beat you.
Yeah,
that's Hawthorn aren't going. If Gunston, Hawthorn's got a lot of weapons, but don't let Gunston be the reason you lose a final. Yeah, I think it's the answer.
And so then when we were looking at between either battle, I couldn't. also go Battle, Worrell, Lead. It's just, I had to switch it up. And I like Battle, and it's for 14 posies more. It's 2 less. So please, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love Worrell.
There is the element as well. Worrell wants to show them that they got it wrong. It should have been his All-Australian Blazer, not Battle.
Oh, yeah, true.
Mm.
So, fuck me. There's a lot of good picks. Like Worrell, I could have easily included. Keane. Funnily, a lot of them are all backmen. Or Ginnivan I could have included as well.
I think these teams are quite, funnily, it's like very like solid backlines, not the best backlines in the league, but they're solid, incredible forward lines, and probably like B grade or B plus, B to B plus kind of midfields. So
yeah, it kind of is a bit like that. Because when we do get into the higher brackets, I'm not that bullish on the midfielders. Saligo we spoke about, not that bullish on.
I think we'll get to him, but like Dawson is an A grader, but yeah, he's just overall A grade Adelaide's midfield. I just think are not working well. So yeah,
let's get to him now because we've spoken about these guys from the 18 posi bracket in previous brackets. So if we look down to the 20 and 22. We'll speak about Jordan Dawson while we're on him. He missed by 1 posi against Collingwood, but again, if you're looking to stop someone at Adelaide, it's Jordan Dawson, like the captain, the heartbeat, like literally he is so clutch. He doesn't need 30 posies to be damaging. He just needs the low 20s, but in finals, that low 20s can turn into high teens. So I think he's every chance to hit, especially against a weak midfield. Jai Newcomb's in good form, but I don't think Warple is. Connor Nash is, but he doesn't get a lot of footy, so
yeah. And I think Adelaide win this game. I think they pull away in the last quarter kind of thing, and I think it's because Jordan Dawson's just like, all right, enough is enough. I'm taking over kind of thing.
Yeah. So again, you'll be surprised sometimes, like, oh, if you want to include these players, like, go for it because they're very close for us to include. Very close.
Yeah. Honestly, it's like Dawson, Worrell, Keane. But yeah, like it's so hard. It's actually hard to see why it's hard not to include him.
Exactly, yeah. It is, and like Ginnivan as well, and even Newcomb. Even Newcomb. I know Newcomb is 7 out of 10. He's only averaging 1.6, but yeah, his last month he's turned it. So you could make a case for a lot of these players, and that's why we've highlighted them. So although he's 70% of the year, definitely had a stinker, got tax subbed. Same thing happened with Sicily. A couple of them at Hawthorn have had quiet patches. Carl Amon had a quiet patch middle of the year. But yeah, they've turned it around.
Yep.
Impey was spoken about, who's had a quiet start to the year, and he's fucking turned it on. A lot of the Hawthorn players have had quiet patches, but finishing strong. Same candidates here for the 22 posi bracket. Newcomb, Laird, Amon. Again, presenting so much value. Have a look there, and if there's anyone you would like. No one for the 25 I'm willing to bet on. 25 in finals is like your Dacos territory, you Noah Anderson territory, not Newcomb or Laird, in my opinion.
I think you've got a guy who's like you would like guys that are getting 20. Just take 5 off in finals. I think.
Yeah.
Just take like a guy's averaging 30. He's going to average 25 in final.
Yeah, and if you look at the ones we've picked, oh fuck, Ward's only averaging 3 more. So,
no, but like
I know what you mean.
Like, but you look at like the you look at Nick Dacos, right?
He's not getting 30 plus because he's not getting the freebies. He's getting the hard ones.
Yeah, well, not even that, but like the first quarter, I think did he get 8 in the first quarter? Might have been something. Oh, like
potentially. Yeah, he started out pretty good.
Yeah, he started out on fire, and then Adelaide, well, we can't let this prick beat us. Let's shut him down. And it's just like you're just not going to let a guy get 30 and run around and do whatever he wants in a final. It just doesn't happen. We're not saying it's hard tags or anything. It's just like put a bit more effort into that guy, I guess.
Yeah, and especially the players who aren't doing it consistently. Look at their form. Like, it's not even crossing my mind that I'm going to bet on these players.
Yeah. And I think that's the reason I'm so harsh on this Adelaide midfielders. Like, obviously Dawson's an A-grader, but like the big boys, this is the big boys step up in this time, and it's just like, does Berry, does Saligo, and maybe one day will be that A-grader, but Saligo and Berry right now just don't scream the guys that are going to do it for me right now.
Yeah, especially when they're playing, they're finished first on the ladder, they're playing at home, they just played Collingwood, you'd think you'd know what to do. It's like, it's finals, and Collingwood showed that a team with experience and know how to do it, there is a difference between the regular season and finals games, so...
Yeah.
Goal scorers, again, a couple of good options. Josh Rochelle, first game back. You're rarely going to get Rochelle for $1.30. It is finals, I keep saying it, but Josh Rochelle is usually like, your $1.15 type player.
And if he plays a full game, you'd expect it, right? So yeah.
Someone probably more tempting though, Nick Watson. I think he's had three or four.
I was going to say that, yeah. Wizard.
Yeah. Wizard. And Nick Watson, he's the type of player who can have 3 posies and a goal, or he can have 15 posies and a goal. Nick Watson is always here. I should know this off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure this whole year, in every game this year, he's had a scoring shot. But let me just correct myself before I say that. I am correct. In every game this year, he's had at least 1 scoring shot, and he's only missed 4 games this year. So,
I'm testing my memory here, but I believe last year they got eliminated. Funnily enough, in the same game, so they versed Port Adelaide on a Friday night in the semi-final. This year,
the no flying,
yeah, and that was in Adelaide. This year, it's Adelaide in a semi-final in Adelaide on the Friday night in the first semi-final.
Wow.
Wizard though in that game, first season, he kicked 3 that night.
Yeah, Jono's got like a crazy memory with footy stats. So.
Yeah. But to me, though, this is not the type of guy that's scared of he's not scared at the moment.
Oh,
he's
no.
like, he's going to, I feel like it's almost guaranteed for a goal, that guy.
Yeah. And his 2 games versus Adelaide, he had a miss and a goal. So, I mean, take that for what you will. But yeah, very good chance. Dylan Moore missed last week, but Ginnivan could pop off 1 week. Watson could pop off the next, or more. So it's hard to have all 3 pop off, especially in finals. But if Dylan Moore's coming off a miss, I do like. Gunston for 2, 9 out of 10, all Australian at $1.40. Again, there's like a lot of good options. It's just
the Worrell. Like I just really like Worrell.
Yeah.
Just shut him down, kind of thing. That's my only thing. So
yeah, and do you let old man Gunston kick 2 on you in a final at Adelaide? It's hard to see.
How embarrassing would it be for Matty Nicks if Gunston kicks 5?
Like,
fuck.
Yeah.
Like, are you fucking serious?
You're like you idiots were not ready for finals.
It's just to me. It's like if you're an Adelaide fan, you finish that game, you kick 5, you'd be like, why the fuck did you let the fucking ancient fucking guy kick 5 on us? Are you serious? Like, just stop him. So.
Yep, he's the most damaging out there. So again,
you put your best defender on their best goal kicker. I like it a lot. I think this is a really juicy matchup.
I'm excited for footy. Fuck me, I wish it was tomorrow night already. So anyway, that's.
We're not going to bed. We're staying up.
Yeah, literally. John and I are going to finish the recording and then chat for more footy for like another couple hours.
Yeah, and then we're just going to put on the replay last week's games.
Anyway, so that's this one. Yeah, a lot of good options. So we've ended up with that, but don't get us wrong. Plenty of others you could interchange, but we have our reasons for these guys. So yeah, all right, moving on to
the next one.
Yeah, so that's 50% of the bets done. Let's go on to the other 50%. Brisbane, Gold Coast, the Saturday. I'm going to this game. I'm going to be at the Veranda. For those of you who don't know, at the Gabba. The Gabba, like every sporting venue, there's your usual seats, there's the tiers, what have you. But at the Gabba, behind the goals, they have a thing called the Veranda where you get to sit on a deck chair, a cane chair, a couch, and they've got their own barbecue. You try and mark the footies, you get to walk around. It's so fucking good. So look for me on TV taking screamers on chumps, because that's going to be me.
Yeah.
Super excited.
Like this one, I reckon, was easier to pick.
This one, so yeah, let's reveal the behind the curtain. So this one had options, a lot of options, but I feel like the other ones stood out a little bit more. Or you can see some of the players I've bolded were the ones I was narrowing it down to. So let me unbold them. So a lot of players I wanted to pick from, but let me just bring it back. I feel like these guys picked themselves. We'll go through it quickly right now. Bailey Humphrey has missed 1 game this year. He's 95%. He's 21 out of 22. So he had a 7 posse game versus Richmond. But then when he versed Brisbane, he's gone 20 posies. He's gone 19 posies. Bailey Humphrey is like your Cam Rayner for Gold Coast. He can play in the forward line. He can go in the mid for a spark. I think Bailey Humphrey's a great chance.
Yeah, I like Bailey a lot. I think he's a future. I think it's not a ballsy statement to say he's going to be a future star nowadays. But even like he's always like looked like he was going to be this type of player, right? So
Yeah.
yeah,
Also, mind you, it's for 10 posies. We're not asking Bailey Humphries to fucking, shoot for the moon. It's 10 posies. He should just get that tiny boots and getting out there. So,
yeah,
this one is okay. So again, the amount of overthinking I'll sometimes do for this. Jared Berry, he's 100% hit rate for the year, plays the wing. But if you guys remember when Brisbane were pushing for the finals a couple of years ago, and they had to make an amazing change of their tactics, Jared Berry had his best tagging game. Very rarely he does it, but he on 2022 when they played Melbourne, when they're getting knocked out in like straight sets, he then played on Clayton Oliver, had one of the best tag games I've ever seen.
yeah, the eye gouge game.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And the only reason I bring that up is because Matt Rowell is reminding me very much of when Clayton Oliver was in that sort of form. I know Matt Rowell is like a ball.
I've got something that'll calm your nerves.
Okay, go.
I got something that'll calm your nerves on this.
Jono's literally.
Right?
Hold on. Yeah. You literally cut out. You're like, I've got something to keep your calm your nerves, and then I cut out.
And then I left. And then I'm going fucking bed. I'm like, right, no, it's not.
No, you left us hanging. What is it? No, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, to me, I've got something calm your nerves. Jared Berry's got that shoulder injury, right?
I was thinking that too. Like, he can't be just having a body.
You reckon you're going to let that guy fucking try and tackle Matt Rowell?
Yeah.
Fuck no. He'll break, the arm will be fucking out of this. Like, it's just, I've heard Dale Thomas talk about, like, ideally Berry would have got the surgery, but he couldn't do that. So he's just tried to strengthen up the joint. Dale Thomas said, you are nowhere near, like, any tackle that can just pop.
Yeah, okay.
So, he's not going to be strong enough to go to even try and tag him. I don't think.
Yeah, that's a good point. The only reason I have that worry is because a lot of the boys on first crack, I think David King mentioned, it was Lee Montagna, but they are usually they are very switched on to those calls. Yeah. So it was the only worry. But like I said, he's 100% for the year. If he's on the wing, yeah, he's he's hitting.
I think there's a chance he gets maybe he sees a bit of CBA just purely because of the Lockie Neal out, but I think it's only going to help him, right? I think he's good for 18.
Yeah, so. I don't think he'll get a CBA minute. He's great on the wing, but I think it'll be like a Ashcroft gets more minutes, or maybe a Levi comes in or something like that. Or actually no, it's going to Zach Bailey. He fucking has popped off. Yeah. Zach Bailey's CBAs have spiked. He's we'll get to him, but he's 40% more at the moment, which is huge for him. Jasper Fletcher
looks like a jet. Looks like a future gun.
And
he's a gun now. He's going to be a gun forever. So,
yep. 10 out of 10. He's only had 3 misses for the year. 2 of them were rounds like 1 and 2 when he's on the wing, and the other was round 3 when he first went into the back line. Ever since then, bang, 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 he's just hitting. And we all had worries when Jared Berry was out, or like Levi was out, whatever the heck. We were like, oh, maybe Jasper Fletcher's going to play back on the wing. No matter what has happened in that team, Jasper Fletcher is staying in the back line.
I know you've got Kitty in your twos, or Kitty when he comes back, right? But
that's a next year problem.
Well, not even that. Like, you've got, if everyone's worried about Zorko retiring, we got Jasper Fletcher. Now, I think Jasper Fletcher is going to play midfield eventually in the long run, but yeah, he looks elite. So
yeah, well, we'll see. We've got a couple of nice, good young rising talent.
Yeah, of course. Cooper Hodge.
Sam Marshall's looking good too. I hope he gets full game. Jono's bitter. And then Dane Zorko, speaking of the old boy, he's had 2 misses for the year. They're right here in his cycle, a 17 and a 19.
Fletcher played really well, but Zorko just was like, I'm doing whatever I can here.
Yeah, and Dane Zorko, so I'll say he's 2 misses for the year. One of those, the 17 posi game, was against Gold Coast. That was in that wet slog where Gold Coast pants us by like 10 goals. So I don't think that's happening again at the Gabba.
The mulligan.
Yep, every team's allowed to have like a mulligan, maybe 2 months a month leading up to finals. That was it.
I can't remember. It might have been Dan Goring who said that's the last week you're allowed to have a mulligan.
Yeah, when you're a month and a half out from finals. So yeah, completely understand that. So yeah, I think that's not going to happen at the Gabba. Dane Zorko's taken a bunch of kickouts, general back there. And the other end, who's taken the kickouts, John Noble. He's been my favourite halfbacker for Suns because unlike Rioli, Rioli's been great all year. I'm just saying last week Rioli had to play more shutdown. Powell's played shutdown. Joel Jeffrey's been tax subbed.
Johnny Noble's never played shutdown. He's never played defense in his life. He just
Jono hates John Noble. John Noble.
I do.
John Noble. You don't want to get Jono started on John Noble.
Yeah. No, he doesn't play. He's a defender, but he doesn't play defense. He's there to get the ball. Doesn't matter. Like I'll leave my bias about his kicking ability out of it, but he will rack it up. So,
yeah, I really like John Noble. He's had one stinker against Geelong, and I can forgive him for that. At a skinny ground. Yeah, exactly. Skinny ground. That was his only stinker. His other misses have been like 18 and 19 posies. And John Noble got a 26 and a 31 posie game against Brisbane this year. 90% for the year, averaging 6 more. Like, I think when you look at this on face value, that just looks like just a couple of good selections. So $3.22. Yeah, we're going to whiz through this. Bailey Humphrey we spoke about. Ben Ainsworth got tax subbed, but I mean, if he's not getting tax subbed, 9 out of 10. So I include the tax sub games, but yeah. Jared Witts, right? I was actually kind of tempted to include Jared Witts because Jared Witts has only had one miss this year for 10 posies. One, and it was against Brisbane. So he's going up against Darcy Fort and Big O. Both are kind of rut killers. They limit their opposition to small disposal numbers.
This is like Jared Witts and Big O. There's going to be no fucking touches for either.
Yeah, literally. They're just going to be bonking heads and smacking the ball away.
Just punch the ball forward and that's it. It's like,
yeah, exactly. They're going to be putting pots on their heads like in The Simpsons where they fight.
Yeah. That's such a good analogy.
So
that's literally it. It's going to be like quarter time. It'll be like 1 touch, 10 hit outs, 0 touches, 14 hit outs.
Yeah, and like a tackle here or there. But yeah, they are not looking to get the footy. So anyway, the point is I really like him. Someone very consistent. Coming off 21 posies, mind you, against Sean Darcy and Luke Jackson. I like Witts. I really like Witts. I don't expect him to get 21 again. I expect him to get 11 or 13 posies.
One of the pothead.
Yeah, pothead. Connor Buderick, I don't watch enough of his games, but I noticed him in the Freo game. He looked all right.
Kicked a nice goal, didn't he?
Yeah, but again, he's someone just teetering. I wouldn't select him. Kai Lohmann. No. Kai Lohmann, on the other hand, though, far out. He has only had one miss this year, if you exclude like the 3 sub games he's got. Last year, he was 21 of 23. I know that's last year. That's old data. But the point is, if he's fit and healthy, he is getting 10 posies. Someone very tempted to include.
Kind of taking the torch off Charlie now is their best small forward, right? So,
Charlie Cameron's getting 2 touches. Kai Lohmann's getting 10s consistently. So he had...
kicked 3?
I can't remember, but Kai Lohmann had a great final series last year too. So
and he's had a good one already. So far,
so he's someone who I'm not worried about going missing in a big game. So
it's sad to say because I love Charlie, but it's time. Well, it's just coming to that time, unfortunately. So
I hope he has a good game. I like Charlie Cameron, but
I do too. Love Charlie.
Calamar Chi in the 12 posie bracket. Not many other options there, but 9 out of 10.
Probably needs to pull his finger out, I think, after last week. So I expect to increase that by him.
Yeah. So. Calamar Chi, I mean, this could almost be like maybe his last game for Brisbane. He could be going...
I thought that was a year away, so that's this year. Okay.
Maybe it is next year. Sorry.
I don't know. Maybe you're right. He could just have made the trade this year.
No. I just remember Starcevic, Archie, and stuff were potentially maybe anyway. But I still think
it was Zach Bailey next year.
Zach Bailey's next year. Yeah. But Calamar Chi, I think, is every chance to hit against his old club. I know that was years ago now, but Calamar Chi has had big games in finals. Could have won the Norm Smith last year, so I like Calamar Chi.
Yeah, I expect him to bounce back.
14 and 15 posies. Levi Ashcroft, I was, not for 14, but for 15 posies, I was very, very tempted to include. So he is 83%. He's 20 of 24 for the year. He had a 29 and a 15 posie game against Gold Coast. He had a 13 posie game last week, but he got tax sub because Ollie Dempsey just fucking took him to the cleaners. He had 50% time on ground and still got 13 posies. I don't think that tax sub is happening to Levi again. He is an important young player for us, and I think Ollie Dempsey had like one of the games of his life. And
Bruce starts sub, and then it's Big O, sure, that's the sub, right?
Yeah,
It's
I
Big
think
O
so.
at like halfway through the third or whatever it is. But like, unless there's an injury, I think that's the play, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that one writes itself.
Yep, no, I think so. Dan Rioli, 90%. He's had 2 misses. One was against his old club, Richmond. One was last week when he played shutdown on Shai Bolton. I don't think he'll do it again, but just seeing that shutdown was enough for me to worry. Look, I don't think it's going to happen. I think Will Powell's going to be on Charlie Cameron.
I think it's Will's on. I think Dan does his stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sam Flanders, I just haven't liked him at all this year. Even though he's 10 out of 10, averaging 7 more, like, what the fuck? I can't believe I'm not selecting him.
Last game for Gold Coast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. 81%. He's had absolute mulligans because, I don't know, Damien Hardwick just doesn't like him this year.
I think he's on the move. He's was it St Kilda looking at him or whoever it is?
Wouldn't be surprised if it was St Kilda. I
think he's on the move.
Surely where he's not going is Essendon. Everyone's out the door there.
Oh, okay. I like Davies.
Me too. Yeah, I like Davies. I don't.
He's kind of like they've already got the biggest ball in the game in Matt Rao, but I don't know, he's just added in, like, he's just a nice little fourth guy in kind of guy.
Yeah, someone who I'm not like expecting a Noah Anderson or a Matt Rao posse wise, but who's being the third midfielder and just doing their job.
I feel like he's one that the other clubs start looking at now for next year. Like, he's a guy that you would happily add to your midfield kind of thing. So,
actually, and I'm pretty sure off the top of my head, he had that 30 posse game against Brisbane.
Yeah, in the West.
He did. Yeah, he gave us a fucking bath.
Question without notice. What's the weather for this game? Question without notice.
Let me have a quick look. Brisbane. The weather has actually been amazing. Like, it was clear blue skies. No Saturday night though. Oh fuck me. It's cloudy with like a 10% chance or less of rain. I hope it fucking doesn't.
You want a dry game because you don't want to play Matt Rowell and Ali Davies in the wet.
Good God, no. Literally, the weather.
You want to dry.
It's 0% chance of rain like tomorrow. Oh fuck me! I hope it doesn't.
I think that's 10%. 10% doesn't matter. So,
yeah. Bodie Hewland, every chance, not an accumulator, so I expect a 13, 14, 15 posse game. He's going to be close. Yeah.
He looked. I know Noah just got captain, but fuck, he looked like he just was the general.
Oh, he looked great. He took a really good mark late in the game. Yeah, I like Bodie Hewland as a player. Don't get me wrong. It's just in a finals, I wouldn't be betting on him for 14 posses.
We don't like shutdown defenders.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Cam Rayner, though, we all saw that game where he just got absolutely.
Add 2 to his tally mark, you know. So.
I was about to say we all saw Cam Rayner got beat up in the goal square and just fucking
pushed like absolutely elbow to the back.
Manhandled, thrown to the ground. So Rayner obviously had the tagging game and copped those free kicks. Those,
Honestly, he didn't need I thought he played even like he didn't need to do I know he's like flopped on that. He didn't need to do it because he was playing a really good game. He was impossible to stop when he got the ball.
Yeah, so. One of my John and I said, and we don't usually just talk about the game, we talk about the betting, but they had to kick the ball to Cam Rayner. Like, he was fucking on, telling the crowd to shush. What the fuck are they doing having inside 50s to like Sam Day and Charlie Cameron is beyond me. Kick it to the man who is hungry for the footy. And remember when he did that don't argue and then almost snapped one from the pocket? I'm like, oh God, I was so annoyed.
I do wonder that, like, if it's not working for your forwards again, is that something that Fagan, like, clear everyone out, put Rayner in there again, one-on-one?
If they didn't do it last week, that was the time.
Well, they tried it. They tried it. You guys just couldn't get the ball in there to him. But
yeah, I think it was maybe. Yeah, they did have him deepest forward at times, but it was just the
Markey, the goal he kicked in the third where he shushed the crowd. He just fucking bullied Connor out of the way.
Yeah. So. And that's what I want to see. But what you're saying, yes, I think he will play in the forward line if deep in the forward line if that happens again. But I also think he has his opportunities around the ball. And Cam Rayner of late, he can have quiet quarters. We've seen a 1 or 0 touch quarter, but we've also seen like a 8-10 touch quarter. So
yeah, and Gold Coast, if he's not the Gold Coast don't tag, but we think they might. But it's not going to be Cam Rayner they're going to tag.
No. So. I actually wrote a little note. I thought it was a really good tagging move by Chris Scott, but Dimmer doesn't tag, and so I don't think Rayner is going I think Reina will get one more posi than he did last week, and plus Dimmer doesn't have the cattle to tag, so he doesn't have two bona fide taggers.
Yeah, and if anyone's getting tagged, we know it's not going to be him. So
No.
yeah, anyway.
Moving on to the 15 and 16 posi bracket, Joel Jeffrey, I really like. He did get a tax sub game, but otherwise he's been very close. And Joel Jeffrey has high ceilings.
Willpower is a risk.
I only highlight him because his current form is just outshining probably our worry about him playing more lockdown. Levi Ashcroft bounced back. Dan Rioli, same. Flanders, I'm not bullish on him this year.
We talked about all these guys. Yeah.
Exactly. Oh yeah, true. So that's same. 16 and 18 posi bracket. Braden Fiorini, I like. He's 88% for the year. He's had 2 misses. He had a 32.
Remember he came in after that BFL form and we're like, what the fuck's this shit? Like, this guy ain't going to fucking do it at the level. Well, he's doing pretty good.
No, he is. But coming off a miss against Freo, so I would expect maybe a little bit more from Fiorini. That 14 posi game has just made me think maybe he's just not getting it as easy in hot contested finals footy, especially when he's going up against, Sarong and Brayshaw in the middle, but then you've got O'Driscoll and Erasmus.
It's big boys' time. Time for the time to step up. So,
exactly,
yeah.
And Braden Fiorini has done it against the little boys in the VFL. He's done it in the regular season, but finals, if that's an example last week, I think
what do you have? I think like 45 I can't remember. It was some stupid touch game. Remember?
Oh,
but
the VFL.
like, all right, yeah, that's the reason he got picked back into. I can't remember. He had some stupid possession game in the VFL, but it's just like, oh, that's nice, but this ain't the VFL anymore, mate.
No, but don't get me wrong. I like Fiorini, really like him. But if I'm just trying to narrow it down.
What is it? 16.
Yeah,
it's fine. But like I'm not expecting a best on ground performance from Fiorini. So
no, but then when I'm picking between Fiorini or Berry, who hasn't missed all year,
Berry's done it before. That's the thing. Big boy step up. Berry showing me he stepped up. He stepped up multiple finals before.
Yeah, so. Berry's just one of my favorite players. Just super consistent and just tough, strong. Can have his moments and just goes unrecognized because you've got the star-studded mid. We've spoken about all these players, so there's the bracket.
Yeah.
Let's move down. 18 is where we get different players. Wilmot, who is having a fucking great back half to the year, started a bit
back. Remember, we were worried about his role for future.
Yeah, because he was having 13, 14 posi games,
and he was getting like they were taking the ball out of his hands. And, he looks good.
No, looking fantastic. He's averaging 4 more than his bracket, 8 out of 10. Could be a 9 out of 10 soon. He's only just missing recently. All signs are pointing to Dusty Wilmot just to pick him. So again, but when I'm looking at this bracket, Jasper Fletcher, who has not missed since his first game in the half-back line, that just trumps it for me.
Yeah, he's that's Fletch.
Fiorini, Berry will probably be playing on each other actually. So there you go. 20 posi bracket. Dane Zorko, 2 misses for the year, 90%. We spoke about him before. Same with Noble, so we'll just try and cut back.
Earlier in the year when we were like, this is the last time we will bet on Zorko. If he misses, we're not betting again.
Well, to be fair, that was when he was in the 25 posi bracket. So that was when he was getting like 22 posis, and then he might have had... Yeah, so now he's in the 20 posi bracket, and so he's only had 2 misses. But when we were betting on
35, he looked really good. So.
Yeah. John Noble, I really like him.
He's good.
Zach Bailey has not missed 20 posis since the bye round. So, yes, he's 57% for the year.
And will be required in the midfield this week, you'd think.
So, he has had 44% and 40% CBAs the last 2 weeks. And you guys know, no Neil. Zach Bailey has stepped up without Neil. He even stepped up with Neil on the team. Zach Bailey, All-Australian. I would have thought Fletcher was our most improved player, but Zach Bailey is making a late push for it. He is having big boy games at the moment, which is awesome to see.
Not a guy we'll bet on here next, but he's an interesting topic for this game.
So Took Miller, so it's really funny because as a Brisbane fan, it's like, I want to win this, but if Gold Coast win, so be it. It's nice to see the little brother, get a win and play finals. But Took Miller's coming out saying, we're not having beers. I can't wait to take him out and a clean sweep. I was like, fuck you. So he'll probably be the one maybe doing a tagging role if they do a tagging role.
Well, I know we talk about like Dave Swallows, their like heart and soul player. To me, he's not. To me, Took Miller is the guy that I think he was the guy that put the foot, like drew the line and said, we are going to be a good football club. It wasn't Hardwick. It wasn't no end. It was Took Miller was the first time you're like, this guy wants to succeed as a Gold Coast son.
Yep.
And I feel like this is just like one last kind of like old captain's game. I'm gonna fucking do the job, boys. I'm gonna go shut down McCluggage and fucking do it. So
yeah, so took Miller, obviously a great two-way midfielder. Couldn't, if it's not a hard tag, like I think he's every chance. 18 posies last week. Maybe it's, yeah, Jono thinks he's going to step up. I think he's a great opportunity to step up too. Yeah, but he could.
If he doesn't tag, I like him.
Yeah.
20's just, yeah. I like him. I do like him if he doesn't tag, don't get me wrong. But I just like, it would be nice, like a real nice, like fucking gritty game for him, like he used to do back in the day.
Yep.
Just fucking shut someone down.
Yep.
So I
think so too. Fletcher we spoke about, 9 out of 10 for 20 though. He's amazing. Josh Dunkley.
The battle of the Bulls.
Oh yeah, so the Bulls I actually haven't even selected here in the 22, Matt Rowell, but Josh Dunkley, the other Bull, I absolutely love. He has stepped up a lot as well with Neil's absence. I was hesitant to. He was my favorite Brisbane Lions player for 20 posies, but now he's stepping up for the 22 posie bracket. But he's gone 30, 33. He's not shying away in big games. Josh Dunkley, I really, really like. 75% for the year. Again, I have no. If you pick him, I really like him too. I just had to. You just missed out for me.
This to me, this is an image. This to me is like two bulls like locking horns and just wrestling, right? And then you've got old pots and pans from it. Fucking.
You got the pots and pans ruckman, and then the bulls in the midfield.
Yeah, and then just like fucking these two. The ball goes up, and then just. And then these two just locking horns, just like won't budge, won't give way.
Yeah,
I feel like Matty Rouse probably going to win the battle at strength there, but Dunkley obviously is a very fucking good player.
So. Yeah, and Dunkley's actually taken a couple of good marks in inside 50, and I mean, not the best set shot, but he's also, he's playing really good, Josh Dunkley. Speaking, also, we got Noah Anderson, 25 posies. He had 32 against Freo, didn't tag, and I don't think, look, my only worry was Berry would tag, but I don't think he will. If there is anything, it's going to be on Rao, but it's going to be Dunkley on Rao.
I would have thought it would be the other way.
So I don't know. Again, this is just literally pure gut feeling. I think Matt Rao is the damaging one. Noah Anderson is freaking great, probably better in the Brownlow. Matt Rao's form right now is like terrifying.
I just think that Matt Rao's there. You can't stop a guy just. That guy getting the like what he had. I don't know how Taylor stops him. Yeah, he's just gonna get it, and then he's gonna handball it. Like at the end of the day, he's still gonna get the handball. I feel like if you can stop Noah being the guy you can stop Noah receiving the ball though from him.
Actually, that's a good point because Noah Anderson has been kept quiet by Cooper Lloyd, and
Noah's he's the lethal kick right out of the two of them. Matty Rao's like, get the ball, fucking, I'm getting this forward kind of thing. He's getting better at the hitting the targets, right? But Noah's obviously the elite kick out of the two of them.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. So
yeah,
if Noah would be the easiest to stop, but don't get me wrong, he's averaging 5 more than what we're asking for in 25. I really like it, but just at the end of the day, when this is a do or die final, it's Chris Fagan. You can't be like, you can't let Noah Anderson and Matt Rao get 30 plus posies each and just fucking tear you a new one. You've got to do something about it. So it's just hard.
I think you can let Matt Rao get 25, but as long as those handballs aren't hitting target, like if he's getting, but as long as it's not going to Noah or like Fiorini on the outside, just let him have his ball, but make sure he's not going to it. It just take it back as soon as he handballs it. That person has to be under the pump.
Well, what's scary? You saw that thing on like first crack, or whatever it was. Matty Rao is not even just.
He's gotten better.
He's not even handballing it randomly. He's actually breaking tackles, running out and kicking it out. Oh my god!
He's getting better at kicking too. But I still think it's like take the weapons away from him. Don't like you can't stop him. He's going to get it because like I don't know how even with the guy if you're on his hammer as a tagger, you're not gonna how you going to stop him just pushing you out of the way and picking the ball up. He's going to do it anyway. So fucking strong. That's why I think Dunkley and him just lock horns and go head to head with no tag. And if anyone gets tagged, I think it's Noah. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Last one of that bracket. Will Ashcroft, every chance. He did have a CBA spike when Lachie Neale was out originally. It did go back down, but don't fret. He starts half forward and will come onto the ball. So I think he's every chance.
This is him. Like maybe this is the
Norm Smith type game.
No, like the
changing of the guards.
I'm taking the wheel now. Like,
Yeah.
give me the key, give me the keys. It's like I feel like it's gonna be his team. Obviously, it's still Lockie Neal and Lockie Neal's team, but it's kind of like the give me the keys. It's my time to drive kind of time.
Yeah. Well, at the moment, I'm expecting
It's still
McCluggage to.
Hugh, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't Hugh for a couple of years, but I feel like it's Ashes and Long. But maybe this is where we do see the Will.
I fucking
Like,
hope
mm,
so. I really hope so. Because Will is
mm.
a really good accumulator. You can see there his 2 misses have been 23 posies. Yeah, I think he'll hit, but I think just the 25 posie bracket in finals is just a little scary for me at the moment. So
Oh yeah, I agree. I kind of want to see this. I'd love to see Will. Well, we've already seen he's one of Norm Smith. He's a serious player, but would it be nice to just go like him to go get on my back, boys? The reason you probably noticed we haven't highlighted, I think it's like kind of our golden rule. If we see a guy miss by a significant margin, it's just hard to bet on him the next week, isn't it? So
for anyone else, yes. Just with
mm,
Hugh McCluggage, I think he would bounce back generally, but again, if we saw any good blueprint the week before where Geelong tagged Hugh McCluggage, you can't let Hugh McCluggage have like 32 and something. So I think Hugh McCluggage will get attention. If Hugh McCluggage has 30 posies and looks like Hugh McDamage out there, then Dimmer's fucking stupid, and I don't see Dimmer as being stupid. So yeah.
we're talking about pre-game. Like, if Hugh McCluggage is the Brisbane's best player tomorrow night, or when are you guys playing?
Saturday
When do you
night.
guys play? Saturday night. If Hugh McCluggage is the best player for Brisbane this weekend, Brisbane have won the game.
Yeah.
I think there's no doubt Brisbane won the game.
Yeah, so again, I think Hugh McCluggage in a regular season, home and away, definitely hits. But again, finals, you got to put attention into like your best player, and yeah, it's
Yeah,
he's all Australian mid. Like he's an absolute beast. So I think he'll hit, but I think Will Ashcroft is more likely to hit because he won't get the attention. So
and then on top of that, no Lockie Neal.
Like, yeah, so who are you going to tag?
It's just like it's just another reason to go. Okay, if we tag McCluggage here and shut McCluggage down, you just kind of go, well, all right. So then let's just go, all right, Matty Rowell and Noah Anderson against Ashcroft and Dunkley. I think you take that. If you're Gold Coast, you'll take that every day of the week, right? So,
and this is all speculation too, because you guys know, like, Gold Coast don't tag. Dimmer is notorious at not tagging.
We haven't seen it all, we have not seen it all year.
But you can just tell our hesitancy because like Geelong just shut down McCluggage and like won pretty comfortably in the end, and we saw Matt Rowell and Noah Anderson have amazing games. It's there's a lot of like chess going on, coaching strats.
But we'll be cracking a fresh bottle of bathwater if they do tag him with the 2 mil though.
Yeah. But again, if you guys like Hugh McCluggage and expect him to bounce back, go for it. So that's just our concern.
I kind of hope he does. Like, I think it would be a shame for his season to end off 2 bad games.
Oh yeah, so. And look, as a Brisbane fan, like I need him to bounce back. He is like our most damaging mid. Yeah. I love the rest, but he is so damaging.
Honestly, I think this game's pretty close. I think, like I said, I think honestly a lot of it hinges on this kind of matchup here, because I think if McCluggage gets 32, I think Brisbane's won that game. If McCluggage comes out and gets 14 again, can't see Brisbane winning.
It's so cool because the Hawthorn Adelaide game is a battle of the defenders and the forwards, like your Sicilies, your Worrell, and the dud mid.
Pots and pans, the whole fucking midfields are all. Other than Dawson, just go. I love Dawson.
Oh yeah, Dawson. But it's definitely a weaker midfield. This game is a battle of the midfield because Brisbane have a weak forward line, but their mid is like so elite. So yeah,
literally Dawson's going to the centre bounce, like looking around, going, "What the fuck is this?" And they're all just taking their pots out and putting them on, like,
ready to fight.
And then Dawson's like, "What the fuck's this?" Like, he must turn up to training every week and go, "Oh fuck, here we go."
Fuck,
Midfield's off for another training session here.
Oh, Barry's on me again. Oh no.
Oh god, no! And Barry's like double potted up, double stacked it.
He's running against a brick wall.
Yeah, he's got the fucking walk. Oh god.
Last thing to summarize this game, guys. This is like midnight for us on a Thursday night. We've both got work tomorrow. We're now like funny sillies or whatever. So, goal. We got Kai Lohman, Bailey Humphrey, Zach Bailey, all genuine options. But
I like Kai.
I like Kai. $1.20, not bad value.
Where is he?
Up here.
Charlie Cameron. Back him in.
Where is he? Charlie. Oh, he's $1.20. Oh, he.
Yeah, he's gonna fucking do it.
Did he get 2 posies last week, and one of them was
Kicked
the
a
early
goal.
goal? Yeah, so 50-50 with his posies.
Oh, I just think like, oh, in fairness, it's hard. Like, how many times he's been in 2 big form slumps this year? Like, remember there was twice this year where he went multiple weeks without a goal.
Yeah.
Like, it is worrying. Like, it's not like you're like, oh no, he bounces back. It's like, well, this year we're actually seeing track record that he doesn't bounce back, but
And
good players turn up when
You'd
it
think so.
counts. So,
like, again, I watch every Brisbane game like to a T. Charlie Cameron has to either beat you in a foot race or get out the back because his set shots are not great. He's not marking them, so that's the concern, I guess, with Charlie.
my only worry for him would be Will Power's in form and he's fucking not.
Oh, Will Power is in form.
Yeah, and it's just like, that's why we were speaking about, like, if you're Hardwick, do you do the ballsy move and put your Will Power on a Kai Lohman? Or are you just like, I'm not, or do you go, because if Charlie pops off, that's where the criticism's going to come.
But again, if I'm looking to beat Brisbane, Kai Lohman's more damaging at the moment, and Kai Lohman has had an injury-riddled season, and he's better than Charlie at the moment. So,
but I think if you look, like, it's just like I'm thinking about, like, no one would bat an eyelid if Kai Lohman kicked 3 and Gold Coast lost, but Charlie kicked none. And everyone would be like, oh, hard. So, but say if Charlie kicks 5 or Charlie kicks 4 and Kai Lohman gets shut down, you'd be like, oh fuck, how did they let Charlie fucking run riot on them? It's
yeah,
this is how the media fucking work, right? Like,
how can they spin it? No.
Yeah, but I think the smart move would be Kai, but it's still fucking Charlie though.
Yeah. Anyway, that's our recap and that's our betting stuff. And again, it's really hard with 2 games because, you know, with a regular 9-season game, I'll just go back to this main screen for a second.
Let's just do we better do the golds and then I'm better go to bed, mate.
Yeah, all right, let's go to bed. Well, we haven't done the golds in ages, but because you're here, my gold here would probably be, I think, either Fletcher or Humphrey. Well, Barry. God, there's a lot of good picks here.
I like Noble.
Yeah.
That's big coming from me. I like Fletcher. I think
Fletcher.
Too. I don't know. It's your team. You pick.
So I just have the slightest, teeniest worry in the back of my head that Barry does a tag, but he hasn't missed 16 all year. Bailey Humphrey has had 1 miss. Fletcher has had 1 miss since being in the back line. But actually, Bailey Humphrey is averaging almost 5 more posies than what we're asking for.
There you go.
As 10 is the 10 bracket. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Game.
And if the game turns against them, say you guys start to get away, he's the type of guy that, like, fuck, get him in the midfield. We need a spark.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. They're not going to let him sit up forward and fucking twiddly thumbs all game. So.
Yeah.
And this one, I think I would.
Led.
Yeah, led, because worst case scenario, he's playing on ball.
And the ceiling is so high.
Yeah.
On this one. High floor, high ceiling here. So.
High floor. Yeah, no, exactly. His floor is like 20 posies. So.
Yeah.
Oh, and I do like Battle, but yeah, Rory Laird, I expect to play well here. So yeah. Anyway, won't keep you any longer. We're gonna log off. We're gonna say goodbye. So just quick preface. I'm gonna be going down to Geelong soon, so this might be the last video of this format. But Jono and I might try and record together when I'm going down to Geelong, or maybe we'll figure it out. We'll keep you posted.
I think we're thinking. Yeah, just like we're thinking maybe prelim video next week, potentially, and then we're thinking maybe a Brownlow video.
Jono and I are going to do the red carpet where we dress up and show off our outfits, and then that's it. We're not going to do the betting.
Yeah.
No, so.
Oh God. And then obviously a big. I think we'll have a big grand final video. Not just maybe we'll add in a couple extra formats for that one. So yeah.
That's the plan anyway. We'll see how we go, just because things might change when I'm not here. So, anyway, hopefully we have a good week and keep this figure strong. But until then, we'll chat to you guys next week. Peace.
See ya.